Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a man whose name is everywhere, whether you like him or not. A man connected to rockets, electric cars, artificial intelligence, social media, and ideas that sound impossible until they suddenly exist. With me is our guest, Daniel, a business strategist and technology analyst. Daniel, today our focus is Elon Musk. Not the headlines, not the memes, but the journey, the thinking, and the cost of that journey.
Thank you, Sophie. I'm glad to be here. Talking about Elon Musk is never simple because he's not a simple person. He's admired, criticized, misunderstood, and sometimes even feared. But one thing is undeniable. He has changed multiple industries, and very few people in history can say that honestly.
Let's start at the beginning, because many people see the success but ignore the long road before it. Who was Elon Musk before Tesla, before SpaceX, before the fame?
Elon Musk was born in South Africa, and his childhood was far from glamorous. He was a quiet, introverted kid who spent more time with books than with people. He was bullied severely, both physically and emotionally. That kind of experience leaves marks. In Musk's case, it pushed him inward. He escaped into science fiction, physics, and big questions about the universe. From a very young age, he wasn't interested in fitting in. He was interested in understanding how things worked and why the world was the way it was.
That isolation seems to come up a lot when we talk about innovators. Do you think it shaped how he thinks today?
Absolutely. When someone grows up feeling different, they often stop trying to please others. Elon Musk doesn't design his life around approval. He designs it around problems. That's why he can pursue ideas most people dismiss as unrealistic. He's not asking, will people like this? He's asking, does this solve a fundamental problem?
One of those early decisions was leaving South Africa. Why was that important?
Leaving South Africa was about opportunity and freedom. Musk saw the United States as the place where ambitious ideas could actually become reality. He moved to Canada first, then to the US, studying physics and economics. But even then, the traditional academic path didn't hold him long. He wanted to build, not just study.
And that led to his first businesses. Many people forget that Musk didn't start with rockets.
Exactly. His first real success was Zip2, a software company that helped newspapers move online. It wasn't glamorous, but it was practical. When Zip2 was sold, Musk made his first significant money. Instead of slowing down, he doubled down. He took that money and put it into X.com, which later became PayPal.
PayPal was a massive turning point, wasn't it?
It was massive. PayPal didn't just make Musk wealthy, it gave him confidence that broken systems could be rebuilt. Banking was slow, expensive, and outdated. Musk believed money should move as easily as information. That idea alone challenged powerful institutions. When PayPal was sold, Musk had the resources to think much bigger.
This is where most people would stop. Financial freedom, success, comfort. But Musk went in the opposite direction.
Yes, and this is where his story becomes uncomfortable for many. Instead of protecting his wealth, he risked nearly all of it. He invested heavily in SpaceX and Tesla, two companies that almost failed multiple times. There were moments when Musk was weeks from total bankruptcy.
Let's talk about SpaceX first. Starting a private space company sounds almost absurd.
It did at the time. Space was dominated by governments. Costs were enormous, failure rates were high, and bureaucracy was everywhere. Musk believed launch costs were artificially inflated. He asked a simple but dangerous question: why can't rockets be built cheaper? That question led to years of failure. Rockets exploded, engineers quit, the media mocked him, but eventually SpaceX succeeded. Reusable rockets changed the economics of space travel forever.
That idea of reusability seems simple now, but it wasn't then.
Exactly. Innovation often looks obvious after it works. Before that, it looks stupid. Musk was willing to look stupid publicly, repeatedly. That's a psychological strength most people don't have.
Tesla followed a similar pattern. Electric cars weren't new, but they weren't taken seriously.
Right. Electric cars were seen as slow, unattractive, and impractical. Musk didn't just want to make electric cars acceptable, he wanted them to be desirable. Tesla wasn't about saving the planet through sacrifice. It was about making sustainability exciting. But again, the road was brutal. Production delays, quality issues, financial pressure. There were times when Tesla was hours from shutting down.
How did Musk survive that level of pressure?
He absorbed it. That's the honest answer. Musk works extreme hours, sleeps little, and carries enormous responsibility. This has led to criticism about his leadership style and concerns about burnout. But from a business perspective, his commitment sent a clear message. He was all in. Employees knew the mission mattered deeply to him.
Critics often say his management style is too intense. Is that fair?
It's fair and incomplete. He demands a lot, sometimes too much, but he also leads from the front. He understands engineering, manufacturing, and design deeply. This isn't a CEO who only reads reports. He's involved. That level of involvement can inspire or exhaust people, depending on who they are.
Beyond Tesla and SpaceX, Musk expanded even further. Neuralink, the Boring Company, AI, social platforms. What connects all of this?
The common thread is risk and long-term thinking. Neuralink addresses the future of human cognition. The Boring Company tries to solve urban transportation. His involvement in AI comes from concern as much as ambition. Musk thinks in decades, sometimes centuries. He's less focused on quarterly profits and more focused on survival, progress, and scale.
That mindset makes him inspiring to some and alarming to others.
Yes, when someone thinks that big, they step outside social comfort zones. Musk speaks bluntly, posts impulsively, and doesn't always filter himself. That creates controversy, but it also creates honesty. He's not polished, and that makes people uneasy.
From a business learning perspective, what should viewers take from Musk's journey?
Several lessons stand out. First, choose problems that matter. Second, expect failure and plan to survive it. Third, learn deeply. Musk taught himself rocket science by reading and asking questions. Fourth, accept criticism as part of the price. And finally, understand that success often looks chaotic from the outside.
How does this connect to learning English or personal growth?
Very directly. Learning English, like building a company, is uncomfortable. You fail publicly, you feel slow, you feel judged. Musk's story reminds us that progress doesn't require perfection, it requires persistence. You don't wait until you're ready. You start before you're comfortable.
Before we wrap up, I want to ask something more human. Do you think Musk is happy?
That's a difficult question. I think Musk is fulfilled by purpose, not comfort. Happiness, in the traditional sense, may not be his goal. He seems driven by urgency, a sense that time is limited and problems are urgent. That kind of life is intense, but it's meaningful to him.
Final thoughts, Daniel?
Elon Musk isn't a role model to copy exactly. He's an example of what's possible when someone commits fully to an idea. You don't need to be him, but you can learn from his courage, his curiosity, and his refusal to accept limits that exist only because no one challenged them.
Thank you, Daniel, and thank you to everyone listening. If you enjoyed this conversation, stay with us. We explore real stories, real lives, and real English through meaningful discussions. Keep listening, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode.